Hey, how's it going? Oh, now I know what that is. Okay, yeah, hey, how's it going? So I'm getting started really late today because it has been, I don't know if it is where you are, but really hot. I'm gonna let you look at signs before I go on. Whoa. Can't believe that tiny cord looks so big. Guess that's that magnification factor. I'm a scientist. Okay, so pulled two cards. First one I pulled was from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. Go someplace. And I pulled the number 64, which breaks down to 6 and 4 is 10, which breaks down to 1 master number. If you want to know more than that about it, you can look up what I said, and more is there to be found in the going and looking up place. So the card is Woodwives, and it's adaptability. So, there's a figure in here, and to me it looks female. Although I suppose it could be androgynous, because I honestly can't really tell if there's clothes happening here or what. So it could be androgynous. I don't know. I'm going with female. And it's funny that I just used the term dawn broke, as in I wasn't understanding something, and then like the light bulb moment, dawn broke. So I thought of that when I saw this, and what the picture brings to mind for me is a person trying very hard to like align with forest energy. They've got like bunny ears up here made out of twigs, and looks like they live inside a giant tree, and they got some sort of like I don't know, that's like a preparation area. I can't really say if it's food or what, but it certainly is fire colored, which is interesting. I don't think that's what it is, since I just said it's like in a tree. And the person, if you'll notice, they appear to be sticking their arm in there, but you see their arm is kind of a branch. And I think it's because there's this sort of, I guess, some kind of spirit energy, forest spirit energy guiding this person and sort of superimposing their twig arm over the human-ish arm. And I don't know what world this is, but I'm thinking of mine, my world, with the climate change frying everybody right now, or mostly everyone. And this is like dawn busting through the doorway back here, or the window, whatever that is. And this person is like, huh? Oh, are you trying to get my attention? Yes! Attention needs to be gotten over this issue. That's why the big bright light, wake up, hello, important, big deal. I've looked at this card before. I do not remember seeing this. But if you look at it closely, it has a lot going on in it. I swear the camera makes it look so different from just the naked eye, because when I just look at it without, artificial enhancement, it looks like the head of somebody, just like their nose right up against the back of this person's head, where you see they have their hair up in a bun there, and they're just like right up against it, and they got like some sort of mohawky, leafy, antlery thing going on. Just sort of embodying all of the forest, all of the woodland creatures. And it's, you know, intently guiding, like, you are gonna get this right, and I'm gonna like literally hold my hand over your arm and make sure you get this right, because as we all know, we wouldn't be here with the climate change if we had been doing things right. I mean, from the 70s there was talk of this coming if we didn't do things right, and we did not listen, because we don't do that. America. God. So but when I look at the person that I think I see behind this woodwife, I guess, there's other stuff happening in there, like I wish I could tell you, but like none of it's really recognizable. I'm gonna go with it's like some kind of insect or animal or both. I mean, I'm just not sure. I'm only working with the kind of information I have from my world. I'm not sure what this came out of somebody's head. You know, I don't know what's happening in there, but I think since I'm on a climate emergency theme, adaptability is key. And I'm not so worried about the damage and the hardship ahead, because those are kind of constants in life anyway. And yes, there will be death and damage coming, but like I said, they're constants. It was always going to be the case that they were going to manifest. So the good news that I found was that I've heard from different sources a number of uplifting, positive things about cleanup and the efforts to get people housed in a place where the weather's not just straight killing them, and the ability to grow food. Like, there's going to be ways that are going to come in to the public sphere, and they're going to help everyone be able to, you know, harvest food so people can eat, and there are going to be places to live that are going to be safe for life. But there's always a transition period, you know, like nothing happens like that. So we all know this, but I'll just say it. Let's just keep in mind, like, bumpy road, great road, really bumpy road, not so great road. Like, there's always these constants and there's variables, so we shouldn't act too surprised or alarmed or, you know, whatever. Like, we do know these things are coming. And so this is just reinforcing what I just said about there being solutions on the way. And so, like I said, I feel pretty positive about the whole thing. I know that seems crazy with all the storms, and the heat deaths to me are the worst. Like either the heat dome or whatever, or just plain too hot, because it's like you're being cooked. And I'm sure vegans would have a lot to say about that metaphor. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But now I am going to read what the guidebook has to say. Woodwives, adaptability, strong roots, growth. The woodwives dance into your dreams as a reminder to be grounded no matter what life offers you. You need to know who you are, what you'll tolerate, what you've learned to date, and what boundaries to set so you feel good about yourself. Can relate. At this old ass late stage of my game, I'm finally learning to, like, make my boundaries known. Like they've always been there. I just might not have piped up about it or been to anything demonstrative about them existing or anything, because I wasn't. I was just kind of like a shopping bag in the wind, a plastic shopping bag. But now I'm, like I said, late stage of the game, but I'm getting better at just saying whatever it is, because, and this is becoming my new mantra, you can't take zero from zero. You can't take away what you never had. So, I mean, I know that I have certainly gotten whipped up and worried about stuff that is not even likely to have happened to me. Like, I'm just inventing a worry when why don't I invent a happy, But that's like our thing. We, for some reason, have made the happies poo-poo or something. I don't know. Hopefully we're going to have some sort of incoming cleanup plan for that particular bit of poo-poo. Oh my. Okay. Where can I see? And can my eyes stop swimming? Okay. Life is going to offer you something extraordinary now, and in order to learn and receive its blessings, you must remember that being grounded gives you more freedom, not less. You have everything you need. You all have. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened there. All the words just switched place in my mouth. That's not good. You have everything you need. You have all it takes to do this right now. If you also keep reminding yourself to be flexible, you will be amazed by how well things play out for you. The Woodwives are both wisdom keepers and students of the new world, as these forest spirits have an uncanny ability to adapt to changing circumstances and always find the perfect way to grow and expand. They represent what you already know how to do. Learn. Be in beginner's mind. Let go of your rigid notions of how things should be and be present in what is right now, unencumbered by your projections. Is there a storm brewing because things need to change? No worries. Nothing can uproot you now, and it'll pass. And you will dance with nature and move with it all. Perhaps you're being given an opportunity sorry, incoming. Hold on. Oh my God, where have you been all the past 20 minutes? Sorry about that. Perhaps you're being given an opportunity to take a chance on something new, and you're not sure how far you can go without losing your footing. Have no fear, for when you remember your roots, your integrity, your authentic self, you can stretch yourself beyond the invisible line you drew. Go for it. You will be so glad you did. See? Optimistic. Okay, let's put that aside for a moment, and incoming. Oh, jeez. I'm not complaining. I'm sorry. I'm not. I am trying to talk though. So whatever's incoming, could you just wait like 5 minutes so I can finish talking? Oh, jeez. So I guess I pulled 2 from this deck. First I pulled the otter, and then all of a sudden the fox fell out of my hand. I didn't even realize I had 2, so I have 2 from the Wild Unknown, Animal Spirit deck. So I will read the first one I got first. And it is Otter. Highlight on the otter. You know what I love about otters, other than their cute happiness? Have you paid any attention to their cute little hands? Oh my god, they're so cute. I can't show you, so I'll just leave it at that, but man, are they cute. I love it when they reach out, like raccoons have cute little paws too. There was a news story. I'm sure it's been out for a while, but I just saw it last week. And it was about surfers in California. Well, actually, I've seen a couple of different ones. And the first one I saw was, I think, probably in the same area. Maybe somewhere from like Ventura to Morro Bay, something like that. But in that area, I believe, is where it was. And the first report I saw, there was just a bunch of surfers sitting in a bay waiting for their turn to go out. There were otters swimming amongst them and getting up on their boards and jumping off, and the people were having fun with them. And then this would have been a couple of weeks later. I see another report, and they're saying that there's a single otter that's really aggressive and getting on people's boards and like kicking the humans off of their surfboards and like taking the boards. And I'm like, wait, how are they doing that? Because usually surfers in this place where they're talking about, these places, they got like ankle leashes on. They're attached to their boards is what I'm saying. So I don't know. I guess I need to think about that some more to understand it. But the report seemed to say that the otter was like running people out of the water and taking away multiple boards. And I'm like, are people just cutting away several $100s because an otter took it? I love otters, and the otter has the right here, the right of way. But I feel like I would slap an otter if it was trying to take my really expensive surfboard. Like, I would just, fine, you don't want me here, I would go, but you ain't taking my surfboard. You can't pay me back, you're an otter. So no, you can't have it. I don't know, maybe the climate change is making them aggressive. But I shared it, and I did make a comment, and it was from the otter's point of view, because I think the problem is that aside from being a really great surf spot, I think it's also a breeding ground. And I think the resolution was they were going to remove the otter and put him like in Europe or something. And I was like, well, I mean, it could find its way back. And the person was like, no, it'll never come home. But you can live in Maine and move to like California, and however long later your cat shows up that you couldn't find when you were leaving, or you left with somebody else and the cat was like, I don't like them people, I want my family, and then comes and finds you. Don't tell me the otter cannot find its way home. I understand about the big spaces of water, but if an otter can hitch a ride on a surfboard or in a rowboat or in a kayak, then they can figure it out. Animals are not dumb. We humans don't give a lot of things the credit they deserve for having a dang mentality. So I'm actually not going to read what the book says about this card, because I already said all the stuff that I feel like is pertinent regarding that card and this reading, and move on to the next card, which was, as I said, the fox card. Another animal that I have a weakness for, or a real strong fondness for, they have vertical pupils like a kitty, and they're, I don't know, I think they act a lot like cats, but maybe that's just when they're raised around them. But I love how it's got this expression on its face, and it's like self-satisfied. Like, what do you know that I don't know? What are you smirking about? But it's not malicious or evil or anything. It's just, it's like satisfaction. Like, maybe it's looking upon its den and its mate and its kits and just like, yep, I did it. I made it. Give me my gold watch. I don't know, something like that. Look at that face. And so intelligent around the eyes. This artist, I say it so much, she does such a great job with the eyes on these animals. And I love how it's framed in this very soothing, buttery yellow, like nothing that I can even, I can't liken it to anything, because if I put it where the fox lives in the wild, it makes no sense. In this picture, I don't know, maybe if fox is domesticated and it's in the laundry room, I don't know. Let me read what it says about the fox in the book. Smart, strong partner or mate, wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. One more for good measure. Reminds me of someone. They're quick to learn and adapt. More adaptability. Well, that seems to be a theme, doesn't it? They're quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Fox energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. I assume the slipping away is the ones that you love. Or it's the fox doing the slipping away from those people. I don't know. Either way, it sounds like it's not a good deal. When in balance, magical, ingenious teacher, monogamous. When out of balance, sneaky, unsure of their identity. To bring into balance, partnership, connection. Well, interestingly enough, partnership and connection, I think, go along great with adaptability. Also with teamwork and collectivity and compassion and peace and love and cute. Love the cute. I don't know. I mean, this is just all very optimistic to me, because if the fox lived in the wild, I'm sorry, that just doesn't look like flames to me. That looks like morning meadow, just like happy and positive. So that just further reinforces for me that climate change is not the end of the world. Not that it was in any case, but it's not the end of the human world. That's the one that we get all upset about, and we pay so much less, tragically, so much less attention to the world that the human world is supposed to be taking place on. We kind of have to pay attention to that too. Hate to be a nag, but it's important. Because if you're scared of the dystopian post-apocalyptic times, quit creating the apocalypse and get with the program. And I'm not talking about go out and start, I don't even know what you would do. Join some organization, make pipelines stop happening. That would be amazing. Yes, please go do that. We don't want any more leaky, toxic, caustic oil fossil fuel stuff, leave that in the dang earth. My God. But I guess we're still not ready to see the lesson in that. So we've made it hot as hell and stormy to death, and we're gonna have mass migrations, and we're gonna end up, and the people, there's gonna be some people that really hate this, but we're gonna end up all stacked on top of each other real close. All of the races all smushed together, whether they like it or not, because nobody could get with the program, or not enough of us. So the program changed into what we got now. However, adaptability and all that other optimism stuff leads me to believe that those of us who are still around when the, let's call it, garbage that's happening right now, aside from all the other stuff in the world that can be good, bad, and ugly also, there's good too. Don't forget that. Don't get hung up on the negative stuff. There's always more light than the opposite. You know, like, if there's light, what does dark do? Dark has to find a crack or a hole in the ground to go hide in. And we have been introduced to some dirt, some swampy silt, and now we have a direction to go in to fix things. But it's a process, so I don't think any of this stuff is going to happen fast, and I think it's going to be a bumpy, turbulent ride in between. But hey, wow, what a ride, right? That's what we're here for. Thank you, and good night.